Hi everyone, my name is Izzy, or Isabel, and welcome to Kundalini. Let's get tuned in here today. So find a comfortable seat, find a bolster or blanket to put under your bum if you need to be elevated a little bit. And then close your eyes, rub your palms together at heart center, and just take a few deep inhales and exhales. We will tune in today, as always, with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, which translates to I vow to my highest self or teacher within. Chant it 3 times. Hands to heart center, big inhale. And exhale. And we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And exhale, bring your hands down. And we'll begin our class today with some Sufi grinds. So beginning with small circles around the spine, choosing either direction. We'll even it out here in a minute. Inhaling as the chest comes forward and rolls around front. And exhaling as your spine rounds and you roll between the back of the hips. And you can gradually make these circles bigger and bigger as you feel warm. And gradually begin to make these circles smaller and smaller until you're back with a neutral spine. When you're here, pause a moment, then begin again other direction. Again, starting small, inhaling, chest comes around front, and exhaling, spine rounds and moves back between the hips. And we'll start to focus on our breath here. Full inhales and complete exhales as we ground down before our Kriya today. The Kriya I've chosen for today is the Kriya for prana-apana. So balancing the forces we have coming into our body and the forces that we are eliminating. So working mostly with the navel center, the 3rd chakra, and the 4th chakra, the heart center. This Kriya is good for just general strengthening and also for digestion. We'll just have some fun today with the breath. Some fun postures, movements, bring a little bit of good prana, good energy to the body. Have some fun. We'll slowly begin to make these circles smaller and smaller until we're back once again at neutral. Then we'll move these circles up the spine into the neck and begin some neck rolls here. So again, choosing one side. If your shoulders feel tense, bring your neck back to center and release your shoulders down and back. And then begin again with the neck rolls here. Making sure you're still breathing. With this one, if you do find Any areas of tension or somewhere where you feel a nice stretch, you can stay here, pause a moment, maybe take a few deep breaths. Breathing into your muscles, any areas of tension or soreness, and then continuing on. And on your next exhale, slowly bring your neck back to neutral. Maybe take a big inhale and exhale here, and continue again, same motion, other side. Again, checking in with your shoulders, making sure they're relaxed down and back. Checking in with your neck, and only making a movement as big as makes sense for your body today. So listening, breathing into soreness and tension, not going past what is comfortable for you. On your next exhale, bring your neck back to neutral. Exhale all the breath out. And we'll move into some warm-ups for your legs. So we'll bring our legs out into a triangle pose, into a V. And we'll grab our toes if you can with 2 fingers, or maybe you just rest your hands on your shin or your thigh, whatever feels best for your low back. Your inhale will be here in center. You'll exhale, bowing over one leg, inhaling back through center, and exhaling, bowing to the other side. You'll take this warm-up here at your own pace. You're welcome to speed up to a more Beth the Fire pace if that feels good to you today. Or you're welcome to stay here. Nice, big, full inhales and exhales. And if you can't bow fully over the leg, that's all right. If you can only go a few inches towards one direction, a few inches towards the other, that's okay. Go as far as what feels good for your lumbar and your hamstrings today. The most important part is to just keep breathing through these warm-ups. Your eyes can begin to be closed here. Rolled inward and upward towards the third eye or brow center. Big inhale up through center. And exhale, release the breath, all the air out. And we'll bring our legs back into cross-legged, move into some spinal flexes here. So hands right in front of you, resting on your shins. We'll move into some flexes here. So we're gonna inhale, spine comes forward, and exhaling, rounding the spine. Now we want most of the motion here coming from your thoracic spine. We want your head to stay pretty level. So we don't want to do a full spine swing like this. Head level, and just working on the subtle movement of flexing the spine. With this one, you're welcome to stay at a nice steady pace or speed up to Breath of Fire. Whatever works best for you today. You can even slow down the pace that I'm choosing to do here. It's totally up to you. It's your warm-up, your body. So take it at whatever pace feels best to you today. Big inhale to hold. Chest comes forward. And exhale. Release the breath. And now we'll move on to our knees here. And if this is too much for your knees, you're always welcome to stay seated or grab a blanket or bolster, put it in between your calves and your thighs to help you find some more movement here. So whatever's comfortable for you, you can find that position. Hands relaxed on your knees. And we're going to move into the same motion of spinal flexes. So inhaling, spine forward, chest forward, and exhaling, rounding back. And this time you'll notice that you feel more of a stretch, more of a warm up in your lumbar spine. So a bit lower when we change the position of our legs. So once again, find a nice breath pattern that works for you. You're welcome to speed up the breath of fire or even slow down the pace that I'm going at. Big inhale here, chest comes forward to hold. And exhale. And we'll stay here on our knees for one last warm up if you're able to. If you need to sit on your bum, that's okay. Move out of it, stretch the legs out, whatever works best for you. We're just gonna warm up with a little breath of fire here. We'll be using it a lot today. So we're gonna take our hands, link them together in Venus lock, and extend them so that they're just holding the base of your skull here. It's right under the occiput. Giving yourself a little brain hug. And if you have breath of fire in your practice, go ahead and roll your shoulders back, make sure they're relaxed down and back, and begin breath of fire here. If you don't have breath of fire in your practice, breath of fire is an equal inhale to equal exhale. So you can start by first just noticing your breath. And from here, either start to gradually quicken the pace, or you can open your mouth, stick your tongue out, and pant like a puppy until you feel like you have a pretty good handle of that rhythm, that breath you'll feel right here in your upper chest. It's even just a good reset if you do have breath of fire in your practice. So whichever one you decide to do, you can just play with it now and begin your breathing. Now, breath of fire is challenging and it does move a lot of energy. Oxygenates your cells very quickly, so don't feel bad if it's hard or you need to move in and out of it. That's okay, it's normal. So just take this at your own pace and just listen to your body. You have about 30 seconds left here. Big inhale here to hold. And exhale all the breath out. Hands move down. You can come off of your knees. And we'll start our Kriya here. So we'll start by extending our right leg. Left leg moves uncomfortably towards the medial aspect of your thigh. As always, you're welcome to grab your blanket or zafu, hoist it under your sits bones to help you sit more comfortably. And from here, all we're gonna do is, if you're able, take your two fingers, move into yogi toe lock, so hugging that big toe, bowing your head forward so your spine is straight, and beginning breath of fire here. Now, if this is too strenuous for you, you're welcome to grab your calf, your shin, or even just holding your leg here with a straight spine. Whatever works best for you, find it now and begin. Eyes will be closed here, rolled inward and upward towards the third eye. And the emphasis of this breath here is on the back of the lungs. So right now we're working to open the lungs, stimulate the pituitary gland, and start to balance the polarity of the aura. Big inhale here to hold. And release the breath, release the toe. You can shake out the legs here, maybe pedal the feet and bounce the knees. Now what we're gonna do is switch to the other side. So left leg extends, right leg just tucks in towards your medial left thigh. Hands, again, yogi toe lock if you can, shin or thigh, whatever works for you. Bowing forward so your spine is straight, and beginning breath of fire here. Now, as we're in these poses and we use breath of fire, don't forget that you're welcome to move in and out of the breath. So if you need to ditch breath of fire, move into long, deep breathing on your natural breath, that's okay. Please do whatever's comfortable for you. Never feel bad about that. So this is your practice, your breath work. I'm just giving you suggestions. "60 seconds left. Big inhale to hold. And exhale. Release the pose, release the legs. Again, you can bounce the knees and pedal the feet if you need to. And we'll make our way to lying on our back here. We'll have a few exercises lying down. Begin to work with this third chakra. And from here, knees will be hugged in towards the chest. And we're gonna move into some butt kicks here. So, the breath with this pattern will be to exhale every time your heel moves towards your buttocks here. So, you're welcome to stay at a breath of fire pace with this, or you can slow it down so you're very slowly inhaling and exhaling, just making sure to keep the legs moving. So, Whatever breath pattern works for you today, we will inhale to begin. Eyes can be closed here, rolled inward, upward towards the third eye, or you can gaze up towards the ceiling, whatever you'd like to do. Got less than a minute left here. Big inhale and exhale. You can extend the legs out. Land on the ground for a moment and just take 2 or 3 deep breaths here. You can sigh it out if you need to. We're going to stay on our backs for our next exercise here. So once again, knees moving in towards the chest. And this time we're going to move into a piston-like motion with our legs. So every time we kick our leg out will be an exhale. So if you need some extra core support, hands can move to under the back of your pelvis here, on your low back, and only kick out as far as you can with your low back staying on the ground. So the most important thing here, core flex, low back on the ground, and we can modify from there. So again, starting here and exhaling every time your foot extends out. So as you're ready, we will inhale to begin. Less than 60 seconds to go. Stay steady, stay strong. Big inhale and exhale. You can bring your feet to the ground. Move your hands out from underneath you if they were there. And once again, take 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And we'll have 2 more exercises that continue working with our core, with our 3rd chakra here. Then we'll move to working with the heart. So we're going to roll over and get into front platform pose. So the full expression of this pose will be hands under your shoulders and your feet extended back behind you, the top of the feet to the ground, and you're holding here. Now, if this is too strenuous, you can do this extended platform with your knees on the ground, tops of the feet down, and just hold here. Again, core flex, that's our main focus of this exercise. We'll be here for a minute, so whatever posture works best for you, find it now. And once you're there, we'll begin breath of fire. Seconds. And exhale, knees come down. And we'll roll over onto our back one last time, moving very slowly, taking some deep breaths along the way. And we're going to move into a very brief stretch pose. Now, stretch pose, we'll bring our hands and once again put them under our low back for some core support. Full expression of this pose is feet up 6 inches, chin looking down at your toes. If you need to just lift up one foot or lift the other, that's okay. But we're just going to be here for a series of 3 inhales and exhales. So we'll move our feet up to 6 inches if we can. Big inhale, exhale, big inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, exhale, and feet come down, head moves down to the floor, hands move out from underneath you, and take 2 deep breaths here. As promised, that was our last core-related exercise. So ever so slowly, you can make your way back up to seated cross-legged. Again, grabbing your zafu or blanket if you need a little extra support. And from here, your hands are going to move out to about 60 degrees. So this would be parallel. You're going to find at about 60, this feels nice and comfortable. Doesn't have to be an exact science, but you'll find this little niche where it feels nice. Thumbs will be directed towards the ceiling. And I want you to just close your eyes and breathe here. And slowly blink your eyes open. We're going to curl our hands into fists. And you can watch me this first time so you can see the pattern. We're going to bring our hands in towards our chest with as much resistance as we can. To the point where your arms are shaking, you're retaining this breath. And when you need to exhale, exhale and hit the chest. Inhaling open, hold the breath, hands into fists, bringing them towards your heart. With as much resistance as you can, shaking. And when you have to exhale, 2 more times. Big inhale. Hold that inhale. Resist, 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 resist until you can't resist anymore. One more. One more inhale. And close your eyes and breathe here for a minute. Ten seconds. On your next exhale, bring the hands towards heart center, not touching, about 4 inches apart. With a straight spine, you'll look down between your hands and just notice any feelings or sensations. Maybe you see a green ball of light here, the color of this heart chakra. Maybe you can feel the energy pulsing between your hands. Or maybe you just sit here with your breath for a minute. Whatever you choose to do, just breathe deeply. From here, palms come together, eyes closed, and breathe. And for our last posture in this Kriya, hands remain in prayer pose, and the full expression of this pose will be bowing forward, hands at heart, forehead to the ground. If you need to, you can grab a pillow or a bolster to help your forehead get that far, or maybe you just bow forward here for a moment. Whatever works best for your body today. We'll just be here for a minute. On your next exhale, ever so slowly, rise back up to seated. And we'll settle in here for a few minutes of meditation. We're going to move into the meditation to open the heart center, one of my favorite ones. So find a comfortable seat, bolster, blanket if you need to, or even lying down if your back has had enough of being seated for today. And you'll take your left hand and just rest it on your sternum, right over this heart center, about nipple line. And with your right hand, we will find Gyan Mudra, or thumb to pointer finger. Shoulders relaxed down and back. And all we're going to do here is we're going to inhale to hold. And you'll hold your breath as long as is comfortable for you. And then exhale all the breath out and hold. So we're holding on both the inhale with retained breath. Exhaling and holding at the end of our exhale. And it doesn't matter if you are able to hold your breath for 2 seconds or 20 seconds or a minute, doesn't matter. Whatever feels comfortable for you. I don't want you to strain yourself. And I don't want you to start to pull on your face or strain any muscles in your neck because you're trying to retain your breath. And if retaining is too much for you in general, just don't do it. As you're ready, you'll close your eyes and begin this meditation here. Eyes rolled up, focused towards the third eye or brow point. And this act of retaining the breath stresses this lung-heart axis here. But you staying calm and breathing through this lets your body know that the next breath is coming. It's okay to take a pause and to rest for a moment. Very good for lowering anxiety and moving a bunch of energy in this chakra. And I'll just be here for a few minutes. On your next exhale, you can let all the air out. Find your way down to lying on your back for final relaxation. back into your body here. Wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your hands around the wrists and your feet around the ankles. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug and a squeeze. Maybe rock back and forth, side to side, show your low back some love. And then rub the palms of your hands together and the soles of your feet, and the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Wake up all of these meridians. Take some deep breaths. And then as you're ready, either rock and roll your way up to seated or maybe push yourself over to one side and up. Either way, I'll meet you up here, hands back in prayer pose one last time. And we'll close out our practice today with a long time sunshine song and a long sat nam. The first time we sang, being a blessing you send to someone else, someone who needs a little extra love and support today, or maybe even the world. And the second time, it's a blessing that you give to yourself. Big inhale, full exhale, and we'll inhale to sing. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure lights within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure lights within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat Nam. May you go through your day with peace and a kind heart, and remember that the answers are already inside of you. Sat Nam. Thank you all very much for joining me virtually. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, please comment below, and I will reach back out. Thank you.